The stone beneath her hand grew warm, not like heat from the sun, but from something ancient awakening. It hummed, pulsing in sync with the rhythm of her own heart. She didn't speak. She didn't need to. The silence itself was a ceremony now. Her breath slowed, deepened, as if the earth were exhaling through her. The sky above shifted, clouds parting, shadows dancing, and a thin stream of light poured down into the circle, landing on her face like a kiss from something she had once worshipped and then was told to fear. She didn't flinch. This time, she received it fully. Not as sinner, not as exile, but as priestess. The title they tried to burn out of her had returned through her bones. She stood and sang not a hymn from the church, but a note from the womb. Low, raw, real. The sound of a woman reclaiming the right to name her own divinity. And the trees listened. The air shifted. Somewhere, an owl called out. She was no longer hidden. She had chosen visibility, even if the world still feared the shape of her voice. As she walked back toward the old path, she didn't look behind her. Not because there was nothing left, but because she had retrieved what was hers. The whispers of the church no longer echoed in her mind. The warnings of fire, punishment, exile, they dissolved in the light of her knowing. She wasn't healed. Healing is not a finish line. She was opened. That was enough. The veil had lifted not just from her eyes, but from the generations of women still asleep under the weight of obedience. She carried the ritual in her body now, a living altar. She reached her door and paused. Before crossing the threshold, she pressed her hand to her chest. Her fingers trembled, not from weakness, but from the responsibility of remembrance. She turned her face to the moon. Let them call it rebellion, she whispered. I will call it return. Then she stepped through the doorway, and something followed her, and not a ghost, not a demon, not a god, but the full presence of her sacred, untamed self.